All right, what is up? So finally got beta working, or finally got my update going, and now I get to flex a little bit and see what this new version is about, right? So there we go, activating it. Things are looking pretty mighty awesome right now, and I'm trying out. Ooh, look at this. So it stops because there's pedestrians coming. Oh, and they're probably like, why is he still moving? I know he sees me, but it's acceptable for now. This is good. Yes. And then boom, back on path, back on track. Yeah, so what I'm noticing with this new update is some weird little things, right? Things like, please pay attention, and stuff like that, right? So that's all part of the driver monitoring system. I think that I'm still getting used to that, but yeah, let's see how that works out for us. Okay, hopefully I don't get kicked off this thing, because it's so much more aggressive now that I'm a little concerned. I think previously it was a little bit more permissive to my way of being. Okay, so here I'm trying to go straight, but it's being careful because of that bus, or I said bus, but it's a truck. It's a moving truck. All right, this is good. So I'm approaching the merging lane with cones, and I wonder if it's gonna like get it real quick. I'm gonna give it 2 more seconds, and I'm just gonna change lanes. So it did not change lanes before the cones, right? These are those beta cookies that I don't like. They are not where I would like them to be, right? Like, why didn't it just switch lanes when it saw the cones? Maybe I should send a video to Tesla. Let's do that. Boop. Okay, so snapshot recorded, and that's on its way to Tesla. Here's another weird situation, right? So I need to make a right, and this vehicle next to me to my left wanted to make a right to it. Actually, no, they didn't. I feel like they want to make a right, but they don't have any indicators on like they're making a right. And it almost looks like they're struggling to figure out the GPS thing. Right, so it's obviously the beta didn't let him go through because they had no indicators on. I wonder what's gonna happen here. Oh, I'm not doing anything, and beta kind of slowed down. So beta let the vehicle go through. Outstanding. And here we go. Just don't stop and get awkward. It kind of got awkward there. The car behind me is like, what was that? Okay, so I just increased the speed limit a little bit because it's going 25, and obviously everyone around me is turning it up. So I don't want to disrupt that cycle of turn ups. But I'm going 30, even though the speed limit is 25, and things are semi working out. We'll see. Okay, what is going on here? All right, and these are the things that make me question our self-driving future. Now I got it. It probably braked a little bit because it assessed that, hey, and like, why is it doing that? I don't know. Like these weird little braking things, but we're good. We are good to go. Okay, so I clicked the indicator there because I saw the vehicle next to me kind of getting a little aggressive. It now switches to navigate on autopilot, so we'll see how that holds up. Ooh, look at this. This guy's like, get some. Yeah, I love it. I love it when vehicles just do the cut-in thing, right? Because it's always cool to watch the reaction from the beta. But that was pretty good. That was pretty good. Okay, so now we're getting ready to enter Georgetown. So this path for me has evolved over time. This is one of my favorite paths in, because I get to see the weirdness of certain roads and paths. Right, like here, there was a time where it would like try to make a left, but now it's staying right where it needs to. And then let's see what happens here. Okay, here goes the action. So I anticipate that there'll be some traffic. Obviously, this is a new beta, so the traffic sensing capabilities or the traffic response will be very interesting. Obviously, situations like this where I need to make a right turn, the pedestrian situation is a little uncertain, and vehicles aren't moving. Pedestrians are the best, right? So I probably went forward a little bit. In fact, my passenger is freaking out like, oh, people. But it's kind of funny to watch that. Right, so here's what's weird, right? Autopilot says creeping forward, checking for visibility, right? Because it's about to execute a right on red, assuming that there is a path to go. But here's what's funny. The vehicle does not recognize that sign that's in front of us, which says do not make a right turn. So I'm gonna turn it on here. So I braked so that it didn't make the right turn, but I turned it back on to allow for it to give it another chance, right? And it did okay. It did okay. Yeah, so try to do a fake little weird stop on yield there. That was a mistake. So let me send that to Tesla and the team so they can fix that. Again, the speed limit is 30. For some reason, the vehicle was at 25. Usually stuff like that happens when, like when you sometimes override it and then it sticks with whatever setting was in place from before. Don't know why. So I fixed that. Okay, so now, let's see what happens here. Ooh, very good. Right, so slow down and let the dude make his turn. And then we continue, so not bad. Okay, here's where things get funny, right? Look at this. This is funny. So what I'm going to do is, nothing is happening there, so I will let the I signaled. Oh, it's being all weird, like nanny poopy style. Ugh. Okay. So now it's trying to go. I'm looking out for pedestrians to make sure no one's doing anything crazy. And then, boom. Okay. Alright. So again, when I drive this route, I'm like, get to the left as soon as possible. You never know when traffic's going to grow. But the beta is always like, let me get to the end, then I'll signal to make a left. But now it did it somewhat timely, so that's good. That's good. So now I need to make a left, right? So I love this. If you see the visualization, there's a bunch of blue cars depicted headed my direction, right? So this is just amazing. The software, future is amazing. Is it working the way it's supposed to work? No. I mean, sorry, it is working well. It is working well. It's just that I had just high expectations for the vehicle. Very, very high expectations. Okay, here we go. Now, these are one of those situations where I'm like, yep, this is going to be jacked up and it's going to suck. But because of the high traffic, I might actually be successful. Let's see. Oh, look at this. Oh, nope, I'm just going to go. Because this guy is being a nanny pants. I don't know why he did that, but that would have caused friction. And then, yeah, it would have been interesting to see if it would have made that turn perfectly, but I didn't have time to play that game. Obviously, it just did this weird swerve, assuming that that pedestrian was going to jump on the road and do something crazy, which did not happen. Okay, so now we are going straight. So I think the vehicle should have stopped there. I think the vehicle should have stopped again after that vehicle in front of me went, but for some reason it thought that the initial stop that it did was the only required stop, so that was a little weird. But noted, I guess, for the future. Okay, so slow down here. Let the pedestrian go. Very good. I can see the pedestrian is blue, essentially saying, hey, I'm waiting for them. And then now I can go. Awesome. Stupendous. So stop here. Nothing crazy. And then go. Awesome. Let's go. Right, so we're approaching that area that I've always complained about, right? It's almost like the double stop sign, right? That tends to create confusion. So stops and then goes. Awesome. Awesome. This is amazing. We are winning. This is awesome. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's like Macho Man. All right, so this is the situation of the two stop signs, right? So it stops. I bet you $1 million is gonna stop again. Oh, and it said, please pay attention. Why? Because I was taking a picture of the screen and it stopped again. Socially awkward, but we're gonna make it. Okay, so it stopped again, and at least it kept moving, right? Instead of what I saw in the past where it would just stop and just sit there all awkward. Now the stop sign that we are approaching right now is an inconsistent problem, right? Like sometimes it does well in this, sometimes it doesn't. Obviously we have a new software update, so it'll be interesting if I can make this left turn without creating the most friction ever. I'm gonna have my passenger look to the right and tell me if other vehicles are coming.
They are coming.
Oh, they are coming. There's also a vehicle coming in front of me. This is a good little test case to see because I need to make a left. And obviously I've got two approaches that are, you know, that have friction associated with them, right? The one coming in front of me and then the one coming to my right. And the vehicle is visualizing one perfectly and the other not as well. Okay. Interesting. Yeah, this is a tough one. What will it do? Will it go? Oh, so the problem now is, no, I'm just gonna take over because it was just too out of, it probably would have made it, but I don't even think it's worth it. I just thought, you know, maybe evaluating this, giving it time to figure it out was the right answer, and we kind of figured it out. But that's pretty much it, right? So I just wanted to kind of navigate through some, you know, contested space, which is what I call this area. But yeah, hopefully you all had fun kind of watching this. And in the next video, I'll try to see what does it mean for us to go from Georgetown to the National Mall area. Okay, thank you again, and have a good day.